Hello there. This tutorial is going to walk you through how to upload a search into the software. This is really important as it's going to be your focus on who you will target with your campaigns. There are many different ways that you can load in a search, so this is going to be an overview on all the different ways that you can upload a search into the software. We will have different individual tutorials on each different type of search, so you can get more specific details on tips and tricks on how to do those searches and best use cases there. All right, but this is going to be an overview, so I'm going to first walk you through how to upload a search. So the first place you're going to go from within an account here is up to the search tab in the top. This is going to take you to our main search page. In the top right corner, you'll click Start New Search. Here you're going to name your search. I recommend naming your search similar to the filters you use when you search it. This gives you an easy reference back so you can always know what you searched for. So up here, let's say I'm looking for biz owners. I'm focused on second degree in LinkedIn and all US, all right, just as an example here. Now you see below there are 6 different types of searches that you could upload. So the first search here is just a standard search. I recommend really only using this if you're looking for a specific person. What this is just a general Boolean keyword search here. So I could search for George Glass, and let's say he works at Amazon. Now, if I hit search here, it's going to look on LinkedIn for the name and the company, and it's going to try to find a match. If you do anything more than just one person here, it can be a little bit too broad of a search, so I recommend not using the standard search unless, again, you're just looking for something specific here really quickly. All right, the second type of search here is a URL search. This is going to be your standard search on LinkedIn. So if you go to your LinkedIn account, you can search anyone here. They offer you different filters as well. So if you click on the all filters here, you can search for second degree. You can maybe search a specific location. Maybe I want to search an industry as well. Let's see, technology and information media, and I want them to speak English. If I hit show results, it's going to pull up that search here. Now, one thing before you pull a search to remember is that LinkedIn only allows you to pull 1,000 people at a time. So it's important to keep your search around that. Otherwise, you're going to skip out on some people there in your first go around. Once you get your search to the way you want it, you're going to copy the URL in the top. Then you're going to take it over into the software. Click on the URL search tab and paste your URL right there. All right, next is a Sales Navigator search. So in order to do a Sales Navigator search in the software, the account needs to have Sales Navigator on its LinkedIn account. This is a premium service that LinkedIn offers. I highly recommend this option. This is the option I use most for searches because you can get really specific with the filters that LinkedIn gives you with a Sales Navigator subscription. If you're signed up for Sales Navigator, you can pull up these options here and you'll see the filters here on the left. There is a very detailed tutorial on Sales Navigator because, again, it's the one we recommend the most. So please check out the tutorial if you are interested in learning all the tips and tricks I have for that as well. All right, so first you're going to build out whatever filters you'd like here. As you can see, there's a lot more filters that you can do in Sales Navigator, again, which is why we recommend it. You can do specific company headcount. You can get very narrow on the industries, specific titles. You can even do seniority level here as well as function. So again, check out that video for detailed descriptions here. I'm just going to set up a general search to show you how to load this in. All right. Just going to pick out a few things here. Once you have all your filters to the way that you'd like them, the one thing you have to do here is put your cursor in the search bar and hit enter. This resets the URL, reloads it so it's ready to go to bring into the software. At the top, you're going to copy that URL, just like we did on the last one, and you'll carry that over into the software. Make sure to hit that Sales Navigator search tab or it's not going to load correctly. You'll paste the URL here. All right, the next search type is a group search. You will also have to have Sales Navigator in order for this to work as well. What this allows you to do is set up search filters similar to what you just did in Sales Navigator, only you can search within a specific group. LinkedIn does not limit how many messages you can send to someone if you're in the same group as them. So I recommend checking out our group searches video for more specifics, but also joining as many groups that make sense for your target as you can. To build a group search, you're going to go into your Sales Navigator account, set up all your filters just as normal, but when you're ready to do a group, you're going to go to See All Filters, Groups, and you'll type in the name of the groups here. Now it's going to search all those filters just within this specific group. All right, and again, just like before, you'll put your cursor in the search bar, hit enter, and then copy the URL at the top. Carry this over into the software. Again, make sure that tab is selected and paste your URL right there. All right, the next option here is an email import. This is great if you have an outside list from any kind of source that has a list of emails for people you'd like to target. Keep in mind that most people on LinkedIn use a personal email, and oftentimes these lists that you're getting will have their work email. So you're not always going to find a perfect match here. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you do have a pretty solid list of emails that you're ready to upload, all you do is paste them into here, one per line. You can load up to 1,500 emails at a time. However, I recommend keeping these searches a little bit smaller. Probably around 500 would be the max I would load at a time, just to make sure they all get synced up correctly. Once you've pasted them here, you're ready to go and you can just hit that add button. The next option is a URL import. This is great if you've been given a specific list of LinkedIn URLs that you'd like to target. You can paste them here. Similar to that email import, it's one per line, and you can upload up to 2,500 profiles at a time. Just like the email import, I'd recommend sticking just to smaller searches as well here, maybe 500 at a time. That way you get all the lists loaded in properly. Keep in mind, these are regular LinkedIn URLs. You are not able to upload Sales Navigator URLs. So sometimes you'll get outside lists with those Sales Navigator links. We actually need them to be just regular standard LinkedIn profile URLs. All right, now once you've got all of this search set up the way you want it for whichever search you choose, you're going to hit the Add Search Task button in the bottom right corner. It's going to take a second to load, but once it begins, you'll see a box was created in this top right corner. You're going to see it says waiting in the bottom right corner. This will change if you refresh it to in progress as well. What you're going to do is you're going to wait for the system to load in all of these targets. It's going to take a little bit of time. The larger the search, the more time it will take, probably anywhere between 5 up to 30 minutes if it's a really large search. Once you see a timestamp here, that's your indicator that the search is complete, and that's when I'd recommend adding everybody to the list. If you do it too early, you're going to miss out on the people that haven't loaded in yet. Once you're ready to go, I'll look at a previous search here just to show you how to do this. Once the search is ready and you've got your timestamp here in the right corner, you'll click on Add All New People to connect your campaign. Then you're going to select the campaign you'd like to add them to. I always recommend titling your campaigns the same way that you title the search, so I'm going to drop it into this one here. Once I hit Add to Connector Campaign, this is going to launch that search and it's going to start reaching out to people there. You'll notice everybody's going to change in this row from Add to Campaign to In Queue once it reloads. If I click back here, all these people are now in queue. That's your indication that people have been added from the search to the campaign. Now keep in mind, people only live in the search or the campaign once. So when you reload a new search, it's never going to double up on someone. I say this because if you need to adjust a search, I recommend deleting that search by hitting this delete button and reloading that search in. If you've added someone from a search to a campaign, they will stay in that campaign even if a search is deleted, and they will not reload again. All right, that's it for different search types. Again, please check out all the specific tutorials on each search type. We've got a lot of awesome information there that could be helpful for you in your targeting. Thanks so much.